News with Gina.
The News with Gina Grad.
Well, I was terrified you'd come in today, Adam, and say, I'm not really in the mood for any coronavirus news. And then I'd say, well, bye, because there is nothing. I pulled a few silly things, but that was slim pickings the last few days. Let's do our quick coronavirus roundup. This is as of Friday morning, early afternoon. Boston Marathon postponed until September. Masters golf tournament next month postponed. Japan's Olympic minister says the Summer Games will not be canceled or postponed, but we know that does tend to fluctuate.
Hey, Maxipata, look this up. When they talk about everyone's out of Purell, and then they go, well, what's Purell? And it's like, I don't know, it's alcohol and glycerin or something. Rubbing alcohol comes in a big container, big bottle, isopropyl, and it's cheap, and it's just pure alcohol.
But it has to be, 55% or 60% alcohol?
Well, that's 100%.
So it's just alcohol. Oh, well, there you go.
It's just rubbing alcohol.
Oh, well, shit.
What if you do ammonia?
Ammonia kills about everything, but what I'm saying is I have rubbing alcohol. Everyone should have some rubbing alcohol. When you're getting a shot or doing some doctor thing or something, they hit you with a little rubbing alcohol.
Right.
Why? What is? I get that it's not viscous, but what's wrong with just dumping a little rubbing alcohol in your hands and doing that with it?
Seeing that you can make your own sanitizer.
There's got to be DIY, like YouTube videos.
That and
rubbing
aloe vera.
alcohol and aloe vera gel.
There you go.
That's right.
Right, but what do we need the aloe vera for? I mean,
Because it's harsh on your skin. Like you said, remember the Purell,
let's
you
not
have
be a
holes in your
puss.
skin.
I'm saying, I agree, but what I'm saying is if you just took rubbing alcohol, which is $1.75 for a quart of it, and you just poured it into a pan and you just dunked your hand to it and lift it back off and rinsed it off with water, you'd be all sterilized, right? I mean, you might get the chafing thing, but I don't know.
It'd be more effective, put a few drops in your hand and just kind of rub it, right?
Well, I don't know, it'd be more effective than submerging your hand in it.
More effective, more economical.
More realistic.
Yeah.
But then you just put some saran wrap over the pan again. But rubbing alcohol seems easy to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason why because I don't think about rubbing alcohol on a daily basis, but a lot of people are making DIY hand sanitizer with actual alcohol.
No.
And companies like Tito's are saying, don't use Tito's.
Stock's going through the roof.
Yeah, it's not a high enough alcohol content. Stop doing that. And finally, we have I believe, a wonder of the world closure. I believe this is one of the wonders of the world. Mount Everest.
Oh, interesting.
Closed for now.
No more tourism up Mount Everest?
That's right.
You know it's not closed? Tessa's school. Woo! Just got word.
Lucky
Really?
bastard.
Yeah.
Good.
Damn right.
Why not?
Well, they're private companies, Bright Horizons, right? So they they don't have to do what LAUSD does. And they sent an email like, we're staying open. Just please limit the number of people you bring in, siblings or whatever. And it's like, okay, that's a reasonable execution.
You should buy a lottery ticket. You're on a lucky streak.
Yeah.
Of course, we know.
My whole life.
Especially the last 10 years. Disneyland, California Adventure, now Universal Studios, Hollywood, and Orlando all closed. Mulan, didn't know there was a new Mulan coming out.
There's billboards everywhere.
I don't go anywhere anymore. I go to work, I go home.
That's what billboards are for. You're seeing it between work and home.
If it's not between John's and here and Burbank, I don't see it. So there's that late show, Tonight Show, late night with the Late Night and the Wendy Williams Show, all suspending production. They were going to do it without an audience, and I'll have a clip of what that looked like. But now a lot of it just suspending right out. Joy Behar taking time off. She says, I'm 77. I'm higher risk. I'm not coming in. Pornhub doing the right thing.
Whoopi doesn't know how old she is.
I would love to string together. I was watching Joy, I think it was yesterday. The problem is Joy has an old school joke writer who is and it's a weird thing because they did a whole behind the scenes with The View once. And
is it a 68-year-old dude named Harvey?
Yeah, it's like one of those guys wearing New Balance, and he's back there. And he's like going to Joy, wrote this, like real like old school joke guy. And they were doing a whole behind the scenes once, and he's telling her, here's the joke to do. And then she went out on stage and butchered the joke, which is like, I don't know why that made the cut on the back, whatever. But she loads up with jokes. But the problem is all the cackling chicks around her are so nuts and in their own world.
They don't give her the room?
Right. So she was trying to do this one where she goes, we've got Tom Hanks in quarantine and Forrest Gump in the White House, which is like, all right, that's a joke. It's okay. It's funny.
For applause.
There you go. Except for the other chicks are talking over her. So it's why I used to want to punch Dr. Drew all the time, because they'd go, when Joy Behar goes, we got Tom Hanks in quarantine, and don't jump into the point. I would yell at Drew all the time, here comes the joke.
Give me room.
Please know the cadence, and also, well, you guys have been next to each other for 41 years.
Yeah.
Why is there no... She's telling a joke about, Tom Hanks in quarantine and Forrest Gump in the White House, and some other chick just talking the entire time, which must drive
Is there any wonder?
her nuts. Yeah. But anyway.
So she's going to sit it out, so nobody's going to be talking over her for a while. Pornhub doing the nice thing, offering Italians free access to premium service during the month of March. Price is
Why
Right.
not senior citizens?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Price is Right will go on a 2-week hiatus. As we all know, Fast and Furious pushed back to next year.
Ooh, I'm going to have to do a baldy one on streaming movies.
That's right.
There's a lot of people at home looking to consume things.
You're right. Quiet Place 2, we mentioned that. That doesn't have a date that it's
looking forward to that one,
Me too. Seinfeld canceling his upcoming stand-up shows. Who else? Let's see. Adam Sandler putting his stand-up comedy on hold. Soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo quarantined. Netflix shut down. This is scary. Now panic. Netflix shut down one of its LA offices after an employee was believed to have contracted coronavirus. If Netflix goes down, there will be riots in the street.
Oh, Christie's company is doing mandatory work from home now.
Yeah.
She's work from home now.
Yeah, I was like, why? How is she at Trader Joe's? And
That's why.
WonderCon postponed. Of course, all the cons are going to be postponed.
Yeah.
We all know that. So
We're so hysterical. God, it's crazy.
But I get something spreading. We could have done something about it. Everyone just cool your heels and don't go to big groups right now.
If it makes it go away faster, fine.
Right, but that's the other with the panic hoarding. Okay, so as Italy takes measures to stop its outbreak, Spain is the next country at risk of having its healthcare system pushed to the brink. This is according to Fox. Over 60,000 people woke up Friday in 4 towns near Barcelona, confined to their homes, police blocking roads. Maybe that's what everyone's afraid of here. The order, and could happen, there's going to be a press conference any minute now. The order is by regional authorities in Catalonia. It's Spain's first mandatory lockdown. Government has closed museums, everywhere. More than 62 countries, including Morocco, neighboring Morocco, have restricted arrivals from Spain, which has only stopped flights with Italy. So Spain's the next one that's really dealing with this.
You'd think Cuban at age 61 would know that Mipos was Cousin Balky's.
He was for sure watching that show.
And he's writing the demo.
That's
right. Maybe he was like hacking away on a computer somewhere. Maybe it was just me home on a Friday night.
And maybe the supplement bars, the energy bars, are called Bartaka Mooses.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Take a bow.
Was that his?
And then leave.
Balky Bartaka Moose.
That's his last name. Oh, that's so good.
Thank you.
Oh, man. What an opening sequence.
Oh, the song is amazing.
I know.
This is one of the greatest sitcom theme songs of all time. Speaking of something that's amazing, remember the name Kenneth Copeland?
The grandma that was buried in the sarcophagus also spent a lot of money on Kenneth Copeland.
That's right.
A
You
lot.
said that.
I don't remember the name.
She had money to burn. Okay, so Kenneth Copeland
Literally
is a televangelist, and he was in the news not too long ago because that woman from, I don't know, Entertainment Tonight or one of them, did one of those run up to his car and ask him a bunch of questions, and he just sort of freaked out on her in the creepiest way.
Yeah, he had like an angry smile.
He's like, "You're pretty ass. Now leave me alone." Like, real
really?
crazy. Oh no,
Hold on.
I didn't.
he's nuts. He's nutty. So
You'd remember the video for sure.
well,
I
we
would.
have you'll remember the voice and the face when I play this clip. He is asking people to hold their hands up to their television screens so he can heal them of coronavirus. He has a show on the Victory Channel, and he gave us what he called a special report titled "Standing Against Coronavirus," and in a clip of his prayer, it's long, so I only gave you a little taste. The Christian pastor reaches his outstretched hand toward the camera, asks viewers to draw close, touch their screens. Then he says this.
Only
that
what the Word has said.
Only that what the Word.
And by His stripes I was healed, and by His stripes I am healed now. I'm not the sick trying to get healed. I'm the healed, and the devil's trying to give me the flu. Or whatever else kind of thing he's trying.
Yeah.
Healed and well.
Are those finger condoms?
Yes.
Oil.
In the sweet name of Jesus.
The guy said yes, they were. When
he answered.
Brian
Yeah,
said,
that's
"Are those
right.
finger
Yeah, I could be
condoms?"
wrong.
And the guy went, "Yes."
He had a really oily hand.
He really did. It's
and
shimmery.
really shining and sparkling. And
When
he'll
we
heal you
cleaned
through
out
the TV.
Christy's grandma's house, there were a lot of VHS tapes from.
Really?
Oh, yes.
He don't know a bass drum from a pop organ. Low down, no good thimble rigger. That was the guy who'd wear the three
That's right,
pair of
the three
glasses,
glasses.
and had the big beard
That's
and everything.
good.
I missed that guy. I didn't know what a thimble rigger was. I'm not sure if I knew the difference between a bass drum and a pipe organ. I feel if I saw them,
Yeah.
I could identify them.
They don't
but
look alike.
did you find any View clips from yesterday or the day before? I don't know. It's Joy making jokes. Sorry.
Well, I'll just give you the little button on this. He's long from the first person to do this, long from the last person. Of course, his prayer number was right below. I'm sure you could go and donate like Brian's grandmother-in-law. And the one that comes to mind after that is Jim Baker, because he recently told his viewers they could purchase a product called Silver Solution from this so-called natural health expert he was kind of teaming up with. And there's no scientific evidence to back up the Silver Solution. And Missouri, the state of Missouri, considers the false advertisement on Baker's program to be illegal. They sent a cease and desist. Stop trying to put this Silver Solution shit into the market. It's not healing anybody.
Yeah, I remember once when I got one of those, when I was young and I was looking to do anything I could do to try to make money or somehow or whatever, I'd end up at some Herbalife meeting or some Amway meeting, and I got dragged to one of these water filter meetings and ended up buying like 6 of these water filters.
Yeah, what were they called?
I can't remember the name of it. I can kind of picture it.
Not colloidal.
And then, of course, my mom immediately produced a Consumer Report ad that said these ones weren't any good.
Right.
And then I couldn't sell them to anybody.
Right.
Because I was like, I know this gets -2 stars.
Right.
And now I'm trying to sell it
You
to
had the
my
knowledge.
friends' parents, And I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Now, it worked. It just didn't work as good as the other one or whatever. But I was out like $500, which is a king's ransom to me, or maybe $400.
Right.
And I had all these stupid filters in my apartment. That I was
like the
supposed to-
pH balance.
yeah, I was supposed to, I was supposed to pay $75
Alkaline.
a unit,
That's
and I was
weird.
going to sell them for $125
Sure.
and make a sweet profit on it. But now I had 6 of them, and I couldn't sell them because my mom showed me the Consumer Report thing, and I just felt bad. Like, how am I going to sell this to so-and-so's mom, when I know it's a subpar, and they just sat in a box for the rest of my life. It's funny. I could never throw them away because I paid
value.
$400 for them, but I couldn't sell them to anyone.
But your body's never been more alkaline.
Yes.
With 6 of those.
But
Filtered each
I
one.
daisy chained them.
That's right.
But so it always makes me think of these guys selling their snake oil.
Right.
Like, Jesus Christ, like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
But again, character. We're going back to character. Character would prevent you from doing that. All right, let's do one more.
All right. Well, just because we talked about this with AJ, we have an update. Chelsea Manning was released from the hospital and will not be returning to prison, according to USA Today. Federal judge ordered the former whistleblower released from jail. She'd been in Alexandria Detention Center in Virginia since May over her refusal to cooperate with a grand jury to investigate the WikiLeaks thing. That's where she attempted suicide this last week. However, the judge didn't let Manning off the hook totally. She'll have to pay $256,000 in fines, but not going back to jail. So the sentence had been commuted from 35 years to 7 with Obama, and now done.
I'm going to tell my son and or daughter, if you ever get any real big dust-ups with the federal government, start undergoing a sex reassignment thing.
ASAP.
Because what happens with people is we have a limited amount of space on the hard drive, and so you end up going, no, this is espionage. She gave highly and she's transitioned, and then you go, is there a boy?
Which is it?
Wait. His name was Manning.
Nathan Carolla.
It's got the word man in it.
Nathan Carolla or Natalia Carolla?
And then 4 months goes by, and your brain just goes, you know what? Just let him, let he or she go. Like, I don't know where to go with this one. You know, when all the other people that do horrible things, male or female, who remain, we can focus in on them, and we can stay on the nuts and the bolts of the case, right? But
this has too many.
Whenever they're transitioning, I'm always like, they've suffered enough. I can't figure out what they did. So immediately begin the process of transitioning.
Yep.
Weinstein left pussy on the table. He should have started transitioning the second he got his first summons. You know, like the second his attorney called him, should have fire up the Lear. I'm going to Geneva.
Hello, this is Helen Weinstein.
That's right.
And you know what's interesting about these cases like Harvey Weinstein, or it was like Steve Bannon or whatever, if anyone would ever body shame them, then the liberals or progressive or whoever would not like this person would go, whoa, we don't do that.
Right.
We don't do body shaming. So there is that protection there.
Cross.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
should have begun. All right, let's bring it home.
You got it. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news. You're pretty ass. Now leave me alone.
That was the
That's what he
news
sounds like, right?
with Gina Grad.